Okay. What do you see as the 3 biggest issues that are going to be affecting Yorktown come the next term, no matter who's elected?
Well, the first and foremost is the fiscal problem we have. I mean, we have the governor has instituted a 2% tax hike cap. I know towns have the ability to override that. I believe that's the discussion Yorktown is having right now about overriding the 2% cap. Instead of looking at other ways to either increase revenue or to get a handle on our expenses. Now, there is a certain amount of the budget that's fixed cost with pensions and salaries and so on, but we really haven't been very creative as a town in figuring out how you bring in other revenue sources. I mean, I've heard numerous times out of the current administration about, well, if we leave this or do that, you know, it's only like adding another pizza pie worth of cost to the tax on people. But you know, if you say that 5 or 6 or 7 times, you know, it's only $15, it's only $15. Eventually the taxes continue to get out of control. So the fiscal responsibility and the fiscal shape of the town is the most serious problem we have. But it's even worse than that if you look at what I think is the second largest issue. Because we're in a down economy nationally, you have people who can't afford to live in their homes now, right? And their property values have decreased, and the market is terrible for selling. So they're in a quandary. How do they manage their high taxes at the same time staying in their home? So we have an increase in foreclosures. But if we continue to go on the path we are, then we're going to have an exodus of people who leave. And if people are not moving in to take these homes, then the tax revenues go down more and more and more, and now you have a larger amount of foreclosures, and you have an increased tax burden on the homeowner beyond where we are today. And if that happens, then we're in real serious shape. And so we have to take some hard action now and start planning so that in 5 years we don't have that problem. And I think the third issue, the third major issue is I think that we're not very responsive to the public, and the current administration as a board are not cohesive. They are very disrespectful not only to themselves, but they're disrespectful to the people that they're supposed to serve. And so we need a real culture shift, because I think the tone of the town is set by the elected officials. And they have to realize that their responsibility is to the public, not to themselves. And it's okay to disagree, but we could all disagree or agree in a respectful demeanor. And I think if we can, and then that will translate down to the various other boards who deal with the public. When people have applications in front of the public, you know, sometimes in front of these boards, they treat you like you're a criminal, and they don't have a customer service type attitude. And I think if we have a board there that understands that they're there to serve the public, we can translate that down into the lower ranks, so that we can change the perception of the town, and then that will drive economic growth.